Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a breakneck crowd. We had 964 people sign up for this seminar this morning. It looks like they're all logging on right now. I am so excited because today we're going to tell you about updates in AutoKept and the things that are happening here. And I've got really big news. Big news number one. If you want new clients, I've got them lined up and ready to go. We're selling something called orphans, and that means people are signing on directly with us through our website. Of course, our goal was always to get 1 million orphans over the next 3 years, but those people are signing up, and 70%, according to what I heard from my ex-wife, Benny Breslin, told me that Doug Sleater always tells her 70% of the people that are out there with an accountant would trade accounts or change accounts immediately if somebody was more attentive to their needs. And that is a gigantic opportunity for us. These people are lining up. I'm going to tell you about a presentation they did last week in Orange County and what happened in that room. The results were shocking. And we're also going to talk about being able to use AutoKept as a write-up program for $9.95 a month. Of course, you'll charge more than that. That's what I get. That's the basic for the write-up, but I got to tell you something. For the smaller client, and there are 33 million of these potential clients that are actually just a little too small for QuickBooks, or they're independent salespeople. These are people that will end up spending $350, $400 a year, $500 a year, up to maybe $1,500 a year for end-of-year cleanup and a tax return. They're not your $30,000 a year client, but there's a lot of them, 33 million of them out there, and they must be in high demand because I see more and more software companies pushing to get into that low tier market. Now, all this is going to be based on a private labeled phone app. This is brand new, and there have been a few accounting related phone apps, but what I'm going to show you today will blow you away. As a matter of fact, just yesterday I got this email in. One of our accountants over in Cincinnati, Columbus, Sue Schnitz, said, this client loves this app. She's the biggest fan. Well, we did a little background check and found out that client is a retired CEO of a Fortune 500 company that has Sue do the bookkeeping. That was pretty great. And I've had another accountant calling me, one of our other customers. He calls 2 times a month. He wants to buy shares in the company. And we're talking big chunks of change here, 6 figures. Because he can see what this is doing, and here's the reason why. All a client has to do now is simply click and talk, and they get rid of all of this mess. Every one of your clients have got these kind of problems. There's boxes of documents, they lose documents, and here I'll go back and quote my ex-wife again, and she's on the phone, that's why I'm giving her all this credit. 9 out of 10 of your client contact calls, when you contact a client, 9 out of 10 times it's where is it and what is it, and that's a gigantic waste of time and money, and we're going to get rid of that today with this brand new app because we're going to take away all of those kind of questions in 10 seconds. Clients will see your app all day, every day. On average, your clients and your potential clients will use this app 3 to 5 times a day. You are going to be a hero. And I'll just give you an example. Let's go right out of the gate. You go to lunch. The lunch comes, the bill comes, and we all know that people are terrible at writing the name of who they're with on the back of the receipt and what they talked about and turning it in. Nobody ever gets that done. And this is probably one of the things that started us on this to begin with. So now when the client has your app, the waitress will give them a bill, they'll tap AutoKept, they'll take a picture of the bill, and they'll simply talk about it. I'm at lunch with Bill Johnson, and we talked about the Tobacco Road project. The transaction codes based on artificial intelligence, understanding what that client said, it'll code the transaction, and then it can go right into a spreadsheet or accounting software. I mean, there's no drop downs, no texting. It's so easy. These apps that have been invented in the past all require you to stop and select from menus and text in and type in, and nobody gets it done. You're going to be a hero because you simply say take a picture, talk, it codes itself and uploads. Now here's what will happen. It automatically, of course, assigns a date and time stamp. Then it'll put in the amount. It'll put in the pay system. Did you pay cash or use the American Express? It will code the transaction into the category and give you the payee, and it picks all that up out of the sentence. And we teach the client how to say that. We send out a little video clip that when you go to the office supply store, what you're going to say is, I went to Staples and I spent $25 on American Express for copy paper, and just from that sentence, it can code the transaction, and that's how we do write-up. This is the $9.95 write-up. It'll income that comes in is divided between income that I know, it's earned income, and income that I don't know, like an advance on a checking account or something like that, overdraft protection or a loan or whatever. And then it codes all the expenses out across a spreadsheet. And now the client doesn't know the difference between spending money on a car payment and whether that's an expense or not. So we categorize things like credit cards and loan payments out to the far right column so that you can make the adjusting entries quickly at the end of the year or the end of the quarter. But this is your client's write-up, and anytime you see something that you want to know more about, you can click on it, drill down, see exactly all the details. This is so simple. And one transaction, one recording, now this is phenomenal. Listen to this. This is amazing. The same exact program, the same exact auto-kept tap will track the mileage. The client simply takes a picture of the odometer, gets out of the car while they're walking up to their appointment. They talk to their phone and say, I just drove 21 miles to see Mike Smith, and we're going to hopefully have a sales call. And it goes automatically into a report. It'll track tax deductions, contemporaneous tax deductions or expenses or 1099s, reimbursable expenses. If you have clients have to actually get a reimbursement check, the artificial intelligence will sort those things out and put it on a separate report. And of course, it will do the flow chart or the cash flow chart. We don't call it accounting because it's really not accounting. It's just a one-write system. And it'll actually divide and mark that out so the client has real-time pictures of where their money is. Now, they say in all these teleconferences, a lot of people won't know who you are, so you should just give yourself a little introduction. I started doing bookkeeping when I was 16. Right away, I discovered that it was more profitable, though, to buy my failed clients. So over the last 40 years, I started with buying a little auto detail shop. I've owned a walnut tree plantation, a home healthcare company, several retail locations, an auction business. We actually started doing seminars for accountants in '89. Had 18,000 accountants come to show them how we were building our practice, how we were getting clients in the door. I've written several training manuals on these topics like outsourced bookkeeping and marketing and technology and accounting firm. And then in between 97 and 2004, some of you remember this, we had Bridge 21, the largest QuickBooks trainer in the world, and we were in 400 different locations. 98 and 99, we are actually the people that invented outsourced accounting in the cloud. We actually, Intuit sued us or sent us a letter of threats to sue us on 3 different occasions because we were hosting QuickBooks on an application service provider. Today they're out telling everybody to do it, but back then they hated it. And then in 2007 we started Paperless Overnight, a document management company that actually still exists for doing outsourced bookkeeping at a high level. And this is where we're billing the clients $20,000 and $30,000 a year to just take over their entire bookkeeping. But all of this led us to create this customized individual app so that we could capture contemporaneous events, so we can get out of that where is it and what is it called. And we use this to track the mileage, which goes into this report, a spreadsheet, or expense reports, or tax returns, or contemporaneous tax deductions, even the 1099 that comes in the mail, or the K1, or the 1090. You just simply lay it on the table, take a picture. But the big news is that 33 million small business people and salespeople that are too small for Xero or QuickBooks because it's just too complicated and they don't want to learn it, and there's always conflict. They can go direct from their phone now to a write-up and they'll know exactly where they are. They understand this. So if you got clients using a spreadsheet for $9.95 a month, they can make those entries into 10-second events. This is the kind of app that clients will use all the time, and you're bringing something brand new and revolutionary to your clients. No one's ever done anything like this. We've been working on this for over a year. We've actually been in the field now since the middle of February. We had a lot of mistakes when we first started, a lot of things we discovered that we didn't expect, but this baby works now, and it's going to work to build brand awareness because your name is on that phone. And this is really important because no billing events take place in accounting until the client calls you on the phone. Now, if you think back about all of the events with your clients, it's always triggered by a phone call. You do have old clients that will send in their stuff once a year, but almost all billing events first initially get triggered because of a phone call, and they're going to see your name and your contact data 3 to 5 times every single day. This is going to drive your revenue through the roof. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you start using AutoKept is give it to your clients because they're going to share it with their friends. I'll tell you more about that as we go along today. And you're going to get new clients while the cost of your production goes down, all because of this brand new app just invented, the fastest way to record mileage, tax deductions, or small business bookkeeping in the world. Now I'm going to give you just a real brief overview of how this will cut your production cost. Oh, let me see. I got a question. Does the AutoKept partially or totally replace paperless overnight? It does not replace paperless overnight yet, but by the end of the year, using full page OCR recognition, it will replace paperless overnight. So that we can actually scan documents right straight into QuickBooks. I'm talking about scanning, and you can be watching your QuickBooks online while you scan, and you'll actually see the transaction post right before your eyes. We're doing the same thing with voice, but the voice won't be available till the third quarter, so that you actually can talk transactions straight into QuickBooks or Xero or other online accounting software. I mean, I'm talking about skip the spreadsheet. It'll go right straight into the accounting software from a conversation. So my electric bill comes, I pick up my phone, I say the electric bill came, it's Edison Electric, it's $86, and the bill is due on August 3rd. And if you have your QuickBooks Online open, you'll see it post right into the QuickBooks Online. Now, that part is not going to be available till the third quarter, replacing paperless in the fourth quarter. This technology is phenomenal. I've got a little office down here by the University of Arizona where I've got 7 I got to tell you, these kids are geniuses. Some of them are so young, their mom has to bring them to work. But the things they're doing with this voice to database is just amazing. And this is going to blow your clients away. You're going to be able to do so much more and drop your production costs so much, you could probably grow by 50 to 200% more in the next year. No more staff, because there's no more what questions, and that's what really kills you. And then you got to have that conversation that you don't want to have with your client. Well, everything's going to be in one place, exportable to Excel, and you're going to have access to all of your clients from one administrative panel, so that all their proof is recorded in 10-second contemporaneous moments during the year. And I'm the one that teaches the client how to do that by shooting out little 15 and 30-second video clips that play on their phone. Remember, if you put money in the meter, take a picture of the meter and talk that you just put 50 cents into the meter. And that makes this so easy to use, and that takes away that 90%. So, if you, in reality, extensions will probably become a thing of your past. You may like extensions and you may keep doing them, but it's not going to be because you don't have documents. Your practice is going to get a lot more profitable because of this brand new application. Now, here's the big one: how clients and friends will spread your app and generate new clients by word of mouth. Here's something really interesting. Accountants aren't the only people we sell this to. I sell a lot of this to people in the publishing business, public speaking business, business radio stations. And here's the reason why. Because of the viral marketing that I'm about to show you, their prospect list grows dramatically. I was just talking to a radio station who told me I have isolated in my station, I know 5,000 of my listeners by email. Will this work for me? I said, send this out. Send out a link 16 times over the next 12 months, 4 right away, then once a month after that. By the end of the year, you'll get somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of your clients to log on and download it. The other 2,500, you don't get everybody. But the exciting thing is that once they start using this, they're going to find out how well it works, and they're going to tell their friends. And then here's what will happen. Even those 1/3 that use this will share it with 3, 5, 10, 12 people over the next year, and that's going to take your prospect list from 5,000 names to 10,000 names. The radio station was absolutely amazed, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. It actually happened to me. I was at a lunch, and this is right after we realized we could do this. Back in November, the software didn't work worth a darn yet because we're still in practice, but I was using it, and I went to a business lunch, and there's a couple of guys at the table. The bill comes. Of course, I always get stuck with the bill, and I pulled out my phone and I took a picture of the bill, and I just started talking about who I was with and what we were talking about. Everybody at the table said, "What did you just do?" And we realized at that moment that, my God, this thing is viral. So we created a share button on the front of the app. So if somebody says, "My God, what did you just do?" all they have to do is click share, type in their phone, and the app moves from your client's phone to their friend's phone, and it's all done under your name. So you're building your list, your prospect list. Now, you may not do business with all these people. That's fine. You get to cherry pick, though, in the future, and that's called word of mouth marketing. This is going to make you a hero. So all you really have to do is just seed this thing. Give it to some clients. They'll give it to their friends. They'll give it to their friends. I mean, it's two people, tell 2 people, tell 2 people. I've wanted to say that ever since I heard it when I was in high school at an Amway meeting. So you're just going to give it away to some chaotic clients in the next 30 days and see what they say, because I'm going to ask you to buy this at the end of the presentation today, but it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you use it, your clients don't love it, your chaotic clients, your good clients, of course, test with some good clients. You're going to be shocked about what happens. Give it to your staff because they're going to give it away. Give it to your friends. They're going to give it away. And of course, I'll give you all the collateral material. A lot of this will actually do for you, but emails that you can send out. Would you sign up and use the auto-kept? Video clips on how to train them, website ads for your website or others, and even your LinkedIn and Facebook postings offering the auto-kept. I'll give you that because we're going to actually give you 5,000 licenses to distribute the auto-kept. So you can give this up to 5,000 people. Now, here's something interesting. You can actually charge clients for this. Oh, and I got a question. What about QuickBooks Desktop? Steve, we're not going to support the QuickBooks Desktop because feeding back to the desktop is so difficult. And right now, the way we understand it, talking into accounting software is phenomenally exciting, but it's coming to an end. And Intuit doesn't plan on too much of a future for the desktop version, and neither do any of the other software companies. So they can still use AutoKept today. It's still going to create a spreadsheet for expense reports, mileage reports, for the write-up. And since it can all be exported to Excel, you can import it into the desktop version very quickly. You all know how to do that. Now, if you want to, the slide that we've got up on the screen right now, if you want to, you can actually charge clients for this and create a passive income. And for the basic service, now if they go to the full-blown service and they want to do the write-up, I get $9.95 a month for that because I've got to pay for all the back-end database costs and storage costs. But just the basic service, you can give it away for free. You can just charge clients $8.95 a month for that. Over the next couple of years, you could possibly generate as much as $44,000 in passive income. 100% of that money is yours. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. It is going to take you 3 to 5 years to get that many shares out there. But when clients see how easy it is to record mileage, and right now a basic mileage software is $6. Expensify is $49. Using Neat Receipts is $25. So going in at $8.95 and saying you can do mileage, taxes, expense reports, And if you bump up a little bit over that, you can actually do your write-up. It's a piece of cake. You're going to become a hero with that kind of money coming in on the side. And that's going to go on for a long, long time. This is the world's brand new, fastest way to record mileage, tax, and business events. Now I'm going to tell you about something even bigger. Last week, I was at a training conference, and I was invited to come in and demonstrate AutoCap. Now, that's because the public speaker, Roger Salam, bought AutoCap as a private label, and he did it to get his list built. And he said, come in, I'll give you 15 minutes, talk to the 50 people in the room. Out of the 50 people, 49 signed up for the app right then. Now, here's why that's important to you. Because Roger's not in the accounting business. And that means these are orphans. And here's something, and they've got to be assigned to somebody. Because 70% of them don't want to keep their current accountant. They're calling us and saying, is there any accountant out there that knows AutoCap that we can actually have them do our taxes or do our financial reports at the end of the year? And these orphans are high quality. Of the people we've sold as orphans so far, and there's somewhere around 5,000 or 6,000 now that are in the orphan category. That means they found us on the App Store, they found us on our website, or I did a presentation somewhere. Here's what's amazing. 91% of them have got an income over 100,000, and they own rental properties or they've got business income. We're not talking about Joe Schmo who has a 1040 EZ. We're talking about people that have got difficult, complicated problems, and that's why they're using this. So we will actually, if you want, as part of this, we will give you some of those clients, and we'll guarantee these clients. It is a money-back guarantee, as a matter of fact. If you subscribe to AutoCap, and it's going to cost $987 to get 10 new clients. So it's a one-time fee of $987. That'll get you 10 clients. These clients are going to be people that pay at least $300 or more to you. If you do not get those 10, I will refund the money. We are so confident about these orphans coming in. Now, I know some of you heard that it's going to be monthly, a lot cheaper. We're going to talk about that just in a second. But these orphans, if you want a lot of them, and they're all going to be local. I'll give you 100 local orphans for $9,900. And if you really want to grow, and you're in one of the top 25 metro areas, I can't do this unless you're in Chicago or Dallas or Los Angeles. But if you really want to grow that firm, I can get you 1,000 clients for $98,000. Now, you don't have to do something that big up front, and it only works if you're in one of the top metro areas. Otherwise, the most I can do is 10 clients. Most accountants are starting at I could do 100. Most are starting at 10. Okay, now, if you don't want my clients, you can still use AutoCap and at the $49 a month and 5,000 clients. So today you're going to have two choices. You can use AutoCap private labeled. We do all the work. We label it. We send out the notices that you'll actually email your clients, but we'll send out the training and we'll give you the collateral material for Facebook, etc. We'll do all of that. Flat rate of $49 for your own phone app. That's a lot less than the $176,000 that it costs to build this app. These people are going to turn into paying revenue sources. Or you can say, listen, I don't want to do $49 a month. I want to do $985 one time. Give me 10 clients. Or I want to do $10,000 one time. Give me 100 clients. This is the fastest thing in the world to ever record transactions, put it right into accounting, get rid of all this paper. It's simply take a picture, talk, it codes the transaction. It is so simple. Clients go crazy. Now, because of this 10 client offer, because offering clients has worked so well, and some of you were on here. Oh, I got another question. Clients with multiple rental properties, can this distinguish expense by respective property? Absolutely. Here's how it works. When the client talks to the phone, and as a matter of fact, this was a big one at this meeting last week. I think that's why 49 out of the 50 signed up. And I don't know what the problem was with that one that didn't sign up. She just hated me. But anyway, Here's what they do when they're, remember, it's artificial intelligence decoding the voice. And so what we tell the client to do is when you have multiple rental properties is just identify it. I'm at the Hawk Street rental unit, I'm at unit B, I'm at the Smith office. As long as you say something unique, then the filter will only pull up those unique items on the spreadsheet. So it's a very, very simple thing to do, and clients don't seem to have any problem doing it. So yes, multiple, all for one program. So not only is it mileage and expense and tax and write-up, it actually does the write-up and separates out the rental properties. Now, I will tell you that because this 10 client offer has been so popular, you people that are on the phone today and you want to know about you've already signed up for the $49 offer, or you've been on our free trial for $49, or you heard about the $49 a month, that offer expires today. So you have to start paying me today the $49, and that'll grandfather you into it, or it expires, because we're going to go to the $985 annual one time and give you the 10 clients. So just look for the email that I'm sending you. It's probably already gone out today. You have to fill that out if you want the $49 deal. It's going to take you to an order form. On that order form, you'll see it says 100% money back guarantee. So in the next 30 days, if we haven't just absolutely blown you away with what we're doing here, you can just simply send us an email, we'll cancel your account, and we'll refund your money. You'll never have to talk to anybody, explain anything. You just send an email and that cancels it. So now if you've been on we did a little promo in July, a free trial test run. If you've been on that trial, it's going to end now, so you need to start paying the $49. Fill out that form on the email that you get today, and you'll be able to convert and start rolling this out and giving it to 5,000 clients. If you want clients from us, you're going to get an email with the link to the order form, and it's $49 a month today, and it's $49 a month and 5,000 clients. But if you want me to give you clients out of my orphans, then I'll send you an email today. Everybody who gives me $49 today, I'm going to send them an email, and you can send it back and say, Casey, I want to know about getting 10 clients or 100 clients or 1,000 clients. And so then I will call you on the phone, because that's going to be a little bit bigger deal, especially if you want 1,000 clients for $100,000. We're going to have to talk about how quick you can take those clients, because I sure don't want to give you 1,000 clients in the next 3 months, because you're going to file bankruptcy. Okay, so that's the end of our presentation on the world's fastest way to record mileage, tax, and business. Man, it's been the most exciting conference call we have ever had. There's so many people on here. Great questions we got. Look for the email that's in your box today. And if you have any questions that you'd like to talk to me about, let me just give you my address right now. You can send me an email at this address and include your phone number. This is if you need to talk to me today about any particular questions. So you can send an email to casey@autokept.com. Otherwise, look in your box. You'll see this email. Fill it out. Remember, it's a 30-day guarantee, but you are totally going to blow your clients away when they see how easy this is. The clients that are getting this are eating it up, using it every day, and they are sharing it. We don't know how much they'll continue to share it in the future, but right now it looks like 3 to 5 to 12 times a year, and those are new freebies. I mean, baby, that's your client. If I get the client, then you got to pay for it. But if you get the client, it's yours. Okay, everyone, that's it. I think I'm done. For $49, do I get the links for Facebook and LinkedIn? Yes, ma'am. You get the whole package. The only thing you don't get at $49 is I don't have my orphan call you, because they're calling me. I don't have my orphan call you and say, will you do my taxes or my bookkeeping or my accounting? That's the only thing you don't get. If you want those orphans, then you got to pay the $985. Okay, perfect. I have so much fun talking to you today. Thank you very much for your time. I'll look forward to your order, and if you have questions, make sure that you send me an email with the phone number, and I will call you back today. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.